So today I want to talk to you about how service-based businesses should be using a welcome flow. We see a lot of content out there about welcome flow for e-commerce businesses, but not a whole lot about service-based businesses. So before we jump in, what I mean by service-based businesses is, it's a huge umbrella, but I mean things like financial services, bookkeeping services, professional services, VA agencies, marketing agencies, web design agencies, but also all the home services, painting, plumbing, HVAC, all the, health and fitness services, dog sitting services, you name it. If what you are selling is, related to loosely to people and time rather than a physical product, then chances are you're in a service-based business. So this video is specifically speaking to service-based businesses, and I want to talk you through why you shouldn't sleep on setting up a welcome flow and what you should include in a welcome flow. A lot of the traditional, email marketing stuff out there is going to be more geared towards e-commerce, and a lot of you might be looking at that going, all right, well, that's not me. I don't need a abandoned checkout and, add to cart. That doesn't make sense in my business. Let's start with it. So we support service-based businesses. Many of our clients are service-based businesses. And one of the things we do for all of our clients is talk about how important the welcome flow is to set up, but it will look different from the standard e-commerce one. So the important point is that in the welcome flow, it's a chance to build trust and to introduce yourself and your brand and to have the beginnings of what's hopefully a long and fruitful relationship with a potential new customer. So this is how we structure it. We like to recommend that our service-based businesses start with 3 emails. Email number 1, we call it awareness. So you send it immediately after someone signs up. Maybe they're browsing your website, maybe they're browsing on social, they sign up for your newsletter because they want to learn more about you, they want to hear more about you. This is your first impression. This is your introduction. This is where in the email you include, number 1, whatever they signed up for. So you have to deliver on whatever promise you made. Please see my other video about what to include in a welcome flow. This is really important. It's a way to build trust off the get-go. 2 is you want to include some kind of introduction from the get-go. So who are you, right? Like, are you a family business? Are you a 5th generation business? Where are you located? How big is your team? Whatever descriptors make sense to include in that first email. If you have a physical location, you want to call that out. You want people to have it in their brain, first impression. Oh yeah, they're on 5th and 42nd. Whatever, so that they're aware. Oh, they have 6 different places around town. I didn't know that. I thought they only had 1. Oh, that's good to know because you never know when you're in that area, right? And so this is part of the quick intro about your business. And then you want to talk about what they're going to get from you. What can they expect on your email list? Is it expertise on how to build your website? Ours is CRM and email marketing. Surprise, surprise. These are important to include in that very first email, just to kind of set expectations, set the tone of the emails that you're going to be sending in the future so that they know to look for them and so that they know there's value in them. The second email we recommend service-based businesses to create, we call it a trust email. Somewhere between 5 and 10 days later, depends a little bit on the business. But this is where you can go a little bit more into your story, maybe why you started, what's important to you, what's something on your mind every day, and to include social proof. So whether that's testimonials or press releases or partnerships and affiliations, something that helps to boost your credibility by association, and ideally pick the best ones out there, right, that you have. And then 3, kind of what makes you different. Why are you the best dog groomer in town? Why should somebody develop emails with you versus someone else? What are the differentiators? What is it that you're doing that's worth calling out and making sure that it's kept top of mind? So that's email 2, where you're basically answering the question, why should I trust you? The third email we recommend to send, we call it an action email. So wait another 5 to 10 days, depends a little bit on your high-level cadence and strategy and team size and all that. But now you can make an offer. Now you can sell. So we recommend not being super aggressive with it. We recommend focusing on the problems you solve. Maybe it's a story, a case study, an outcome. We helped one client achieve this. And then have a clear call to action, a clear step they can take. Maybe it's schedule your appointment, book your service, book a call, get a free quote, whatever that step is that kind of naturally that leads from reading the story and the testimonial or the case study. How do people work with you? And a lot of businesses struggle with this. I'll be honest with you, I do too. When you're, doing 5 different things for clients, like where do you start, right? Oh, what do you do? Well, we do email, we do CRM. We also, sometimes help with blog content, that do some web development. And all of a sudden, you've kind of done a laundry list of a lot of options. You've given a lot of options, but it's useful to really think of your business as, well, what's the first step? Oh, well, we help you get results from email, and we help you migrate CRM systems seamlessly. Book your call. And you give people the natural starting point versus playing all your cards necessarily or sharing everything at once. So if you're a house painter, we paint houses from point A to point B and everything in between, and, schedule a free site visit. You can self-book it on the calendar link right here, and we can go ahead and send someone out to your house, and you can get a quote for the work within a few days. That would be the starting point, is, to book the site visit or to request a proposal or have an informal call. It really depends on your business, but we recommend putting that in your 3rd email after you've introduced yourself, after you've, explained a little bit what makes you different, plugged in some social proof, and after you've presented something that's results, case studies, achievement, outcomes oriented. And so that's what we recommend our service-based businesses to have in the flow, in their welcome flow. It's really important that for services especially, people shop around, and obviously, this if you're in the business. It's not unusual to get requests for quotes and hear that somebody's assessing 4 other providers. And so you want to make it easy for your potential customers to know how you're going to stack up against them. What is it that you're going to do that other people aren't? And to, speak to that immediately. And sometimes it can take a few touch points to get a bite, right? To get a lead or a call booked. But having a welcome flow on is just smart because it captures people who are visiting your website, who are maybe curious, who don't want to lose the tab and navigate away and forget about you. They want to know more about you, but they're not ready to make a decision right now. So your welcome flow is the chance to warm them up, to build that trust, and to, show them really clearly how to take the next step with you. So if you're a service-based business and you don't have a welcome flow yet, feel free to reach out to us for support. That's what we do all the time. Really, it's rewarding to see our clients start to put their best foot forward and get some real growth and sales from the venture. What's nice, of course, about welcome flows is that once you develop it, it's on and it's working for you in the background. It's not something that you actively have to manage in the same way a sales or an outreach team is. And it's a nice, pretty low cost for high return addition to your marketing toolkit. So if you're not already using a welcome flow, highly reconsider. And I hope you have a lot of success with it. Okay, have a great day.